Hey guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes Weekly
Word.
A bit of a lackluster intro.
Yeah, but I'd say it's better than the other ones.
Better than... What is that other kid's name?
I don't know. He's gone on holidays, we've forgotten about him.
So Joe is in Bali at the moment, so big Swole bait has taken over Joe's position.
But I think definitely a better looking option than Joe. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But yeah, so I'm filling in. This could be a weekly occurrence though, Neve. It could be the start of the Neve and Swole show.
We're starting the Swole Neve movement.
Yeah, the Swole Neve movement. So you guys get behind that, and if you're happy with that performance today, hashtag Swole and Neve movement. If not, give us some constructive criticism and we'll probably tell you to piss off.
Well, I don't know, Dill does the analytics on the videos, and after Joe does his long word, that is when everyone stops watching apparently.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, that's why we thought we'd change it up today and just keep it simple for the viewers at home.
Alright, and also Dilly has got episode... It doesn't even focus, does it? There we go, 61.5.
Are you saying I'm half a man, Dilly? Is that what you're saying?
Is Swole bait half the man that Joe is? There's not episode 62?
Exactly. On my debut, I'm 61.5.
Alright, anyways.
Let's move on.
Topics of discussion, new products, back in stock, coming soon. Expo, Swole Movement, we'll give some constructive criticism halfway through, and ASKNeve. Alright, so
we've got some things to get through. We've got some good questions here for ASKNeve too, so let's get into it.
Alright, new products. So the whole ATP range is in stock now, so we've got... Dill, your f***ing camera is focusing on Joel, not the products.
Hang on, let me move back. How's that? No. Zoom and focus accents killing us.
We f***ed it. Joe knows how to do this.
Yeah, let's not worry about the zoom and focus.
Alright, we've got ATP Alpha Mars. That's their natural test booster. You got the ATP Alpha Venus for men, which is their ETOX, so you're pretty much your anti-estrogen blocker. And then you also got the Alpha Venus for women. Yeah. So obviously designed for women. Then you've got your Prototype 8, which is your pump cream. So you pretty much just rubbing it into your working muscle.
And you love that stuff, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, I haven't actually used it yet, so I'm gonna give that a go in our workout tonight.
Rubbed it into the panor, the pussycat loved it.
Did it work? Did it burn at all?
It didn't.
Oh wait, that's deep heat, isn't it?
Do not use deep heat as a lube, everybody.
Or you can if you really want to. Give it a go.
Alright, T43... Doesn't even focus.
This is their fat burner.
T432 is a metabolic catalyst. Yeah,
and it's pretty cool. That one, you take it just one pill throughout the day, man. I've been using it the last few days. It helps keep me awake.
Well, the boys, Simon at ATP, sent me a whole stack of ATP products to try out. And I
did not see one of them. Thanks a lot, mate. You just stole the whole range and been using it for yourself.
Well, you sent us Alpha Mars. So I've been using Alpha Mars and T432, which I'm a fan of. They sent us the Dragon's Breath, which is this one here, which is your anti-inflammatory and natural pain relief. Pretty much, it's a cream, so you rub it into your sore muscles. Your brother, Matt Master Bait,
the junior,
M-Bait, he has been using this one because he plays footy and he's been liking that. But we'll get into that in the raw, I'm sure Joe will get into that in the raw review. Yeah. But we've actually been using them all. And then the Prototype 8, we got the f***ing tub. No, Prototype 7 we had.
Yeah, we did. And I didn't use that.
Well, nobody used it because Jez stole it.
Yeah, good on you, Jez, you prick.
Prototype 8, Joe, I don't know what Joe's done with it. Yeah,
well, we had it and then it's disappeared in AWOL. Did you leave it in Melbourne or?
I don't know what he's done.
Anyway, Joe, you're fired, mate.
We could do a Steve Jobs and fire Joe from his own company.
You want to get that set up? We'll get the paperwork done in the next 24 hours.
And then, yes, that's arranged. But we also have, this is also coming soon, but Subcut, Block E3 and Infrared NRG will be...
The rest of their range basically
will be coming soon. So next week. Back in stock, pretty much everything is currently in stock, which doesn't happen very often.
No, we've done it twice in 2 weeks now, man. We're rolling.
So finally, must be M-Bait out there in the warehouse.
In the warehouse. The little kid's working his magic. Driving around on the forklift and getting shit done.
What did you call him? A little shit the other day?
I can't remember, man. I call him all sorts of things.
Anyway, and also new products. We got Amino Energy in the strawberry lemonade flavour. So that's a new flavour out in the 30 serve.
Delicious.
And the blue raspberry also now comes in a 65 serve.
Delicious. Probably the most popular flavour, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we sell them a whole lot of it. It normally comes in 30 serves, so that also now in the 65 serve. Coming soon, we've got the Cyborg products coming on board.
Big Mike Pearson doing his shit. Some of those products are awesome. I've been using their 345 gains for the last month and really happy with it. So they've got some really cool products to bring out. Yeah,
I mean, a lot of companies now bring out your H&B, so it's completely different. Outlast Nutrition, as we said, is coming soon. iForce Max Out, so the pre-workout by iForce, which I've been trialing and I'm a big fan of. And also Nitroflex is coming in a strawberry kiwi. But it's real dark back there.
Yeah, that must be just the light isn't reflecting off Joe's white face.
Yeah, this proves that Joe's a natural light source.
Yeah.
Because when I come back here where I normally am, I'm
you're dark. You have to build it up, mate.
And also Nitroflex, so GAT Nitroflex coming in a strawberry kiwi, which I hear is the best flavour.
It has to be better than. Is grape the bad one? Or is that Innerflex?
No, that's a Denaflex.
Denaflex.
Tastes like.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
What was? Oh, it's probably not proper for Weekly Word.
Yeah.
MTS Vasky and Core Pump also coming, which are both your glycine nitroxide boosters.
Really excited to get those products on, man. Really can't wait for them to be here. But they should be here next week, I think.
Next week, yeah. Well, they're meant to be here this week.
Yeah, but you know what customs
and all
things with shipping, man. It always takes time.
All right. So the Adelaide Expo.
We got that this week, man. We're actually currently organising everything at the moment. So that's Saturday and Sunday at the Adelaide Showgrounds. What pavilion are we in again?
I think it's Goida.
It's in one of the pavilions. So we'll be doing a bit of a giveaway tomorrow as well. So keep your eye out on our Facebook and Instagram page for that. But yeah, it's going to be me and you rocking the place on Saturday.
Yeah, and
the A-team, as we'd call it.
And big Jake Nicolopoulos will be there.
Don't forget to pick him up from the airport either. We don't want to leave him there.
Jake can get a taxi. Jake, and then Joey will be back from his rendezvous.
Sabbatical, we'll call it.
In Bali.
Yeah, sabbatical.
So him and also Asher will be there on Sunday, joining you and myself and Jacos.
Yeah. But 18 Saturday, so you guys should come past and see us, because let's be honest, no one really wants to see Joe, but he'll be there with his felt tip signing autographs.
And he'll be tanned.
Yeah, he'll be tanned, or burnt.
Oh, so we tell people that Joe actually got a spray tan for his trip to Bali.
I'm not sure what the idea is to get a tan before you go to get a tan, but...
So Joe,
if
you notice, if you go and check out, this is just another plug for your YouTube channel, but if you go and check out when it launches the GAT Adenoflex Raw review, Joey is looking very brown because he has just come straight off the plane. No, straight off the tanning booth.
Yeah, with a black tan. So
yeah, so he'll be back with his it'll be a real tan. No, it won't be a real tan because Joe just burns. So he'll be there with his.
He'll be red raw. It'll be funny. So yeah, come and check him out. He'll be there Sunday all day. Asher will be there Sunday. But we'll be there all weekend.
So we'll be sampling your Core ABC, MTS Machine Fuel, as well as your All Day You May on tap. So come up and try those products if you're in Adelaide. We'll have the full MTS range there, the Core range, the 5% range.
We got some good stuff for the people who come past and see us, don't we?
Yeah, and all our apparel will be there.
Yeah.
T-shirt giveaways throughout the whole day. So come.
It should be good. It's going to be a good weekend. So if you're in Adelaide just for the weekend, or just drop by, say hello. Like I said, come and see me and my boy Neve here, or come by, try some of the stuff.
And I was going to say something about Swole Movement, but we'll just go to the end.
We'll go do that at the end.
All right, so Weekly Word. What is it?
Ask Neve questions. Now, we've got about, I think there's about 10 questions here, Neve, and there's some good ones, there's some doozies, okay? So I reckon the people are trying to get you unstuck a little bit, my friend, so...
Did Barney message through?
Barney is here. Barney's back. A week away. I'm not sure where you went, Barney, but the man is back. So, and of course we had to leave him lucky last.
Yeah.
So here we go. Just another channel, bro. Hashtag AskNeve. What's up, Nevos? I've noticed every time I change back into barbell bench press, from normally doing dumbbell bench press, I get bicep tendonitis. Any advice on whether I should stick to dumbbell bench press or start back into barbell using a lower weight? Cheers, man. Zach.
I used to get, when I go through my powerlifting phases and I'm benching real heavy, I get real sore biceps when I'm on the eccentric, so lowering down. To be honest, I don't really know what causes it. Do you know?
No, I don't, man. I don't. Like whether it is actually diagnosed like bicep tendonitis, or it could be a little bit of overload through your rotator cuffs and your anterior delts. So
for me personally, when I stretched out a lot more, I think it's just a lot of tightness rather than. I definitely do not think it's bicep tendonitis, especially as it's not a bicep movement as such.
And tendonitis comes from an overuse injury, so it happens over a long period of time. It doesn't usually happen instantly. So I'd have a look at that. Could be something else, man. It could be your anterior delts coming into it a little bit more, but like Steve said, it could be a stretching thing too. You should really, even if you do any type of exercise you're doing, you want to make sure you're stretching just to prevent injuries like this. So I'd give that a go.
Also make sure you your chest isn't too tight. Also your form. It's not something that you change overnight. It is something that you have to drop back the weight on to do this. But checking out your form as well, especially when you're in the eccentric phase, is where you bring in your bar path. So if your bar path is like too high or too low, you want it to be pretty much your nipple line. Is a good place to sort of bring it down to. Whether you're tucking your elbows in, you're flaring your elbows out. That's what you.
Technique's really important.
That's what you have to try and. Your typical powerlifting is a lot of your elbows tucked in. So it depends if you're bringing them in, which you're going to be able to. If you're tucking your elbows in, you're going to be able to take a lot more of the stress through your triceps, rather than through your biceps if your bar's a lot higher. Yeah,
a lot of technical points in with the bench press, man. People just think you take it down to your chest and push it back up,
and there's completely different movements for powerlifting and bench press and hypertrophy and everything.
Okay, question 2, Dave 1000, ask Neve. If I'm taking a scoop of pre-workout before I work out, BCA intra-workout, a scoop of MTS after workout, and a Quest bar during the day, yes, it's not sugar, but it's all artificial sweeteners and additives. Is it harming me at all?
I would say no.
Yeah, this one, as long as you're not adding, I think, there's food additives to everything, man. So, you want to make sure you're cutting them out as much as possible. But
what's he good? He's got, what's he having pre-workout?
I'm not sure. It just says he's taking a pre-workout. So most pre-workouts have got...
I mean, if you are worried, your best thing to do would be to have something like your Core Nutritionals, Core Fury and Core ABC, because they're no artificial flavours and
well, there's still some artificial flavours.
So no artificial colours.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think it is. I mean, I'm someone who drinks Coke Zero, and which I mean is meant to be leader to all cancers and all that kind of shit, with your aspartame and your whatever else is in there.
Yeah, the jury's out, man. That that all the artificial stuff isn't great for your body, but in saying that, it's added to everything. So I just try and cut it out as much as I possibly can.
Everything in the world is artificial. Pretty much everything is if you obviously not everything, because unless you're eating raw materials, but I mean everything. Pretty much half the stuff you eat is all artificially flavored anyway. So I personally wouldn't worry about it. I personally don't worry about it.
No, then like Steve said, I'd look at something that doesn't have as many artificial colours in it, and just try and cut them out as much as possible.
What the? Your brother has just opened the.
Get out of here, man.
TMJ hoodies and
trackies are in. Oh, boom! Mate, that's great writing right there.
Right, give us a sign.
Give it here. So, congratulations. Our warehouse manager has dropped us in to let us know that our TMJ trackies and hoodies are in, and wrote it on a piece of paper that looked like dog shit. Woo! Anyway, moving on. Back to Ask Neve.
Your brother.
Oh, mate. Who hired that guy anyway? I think that was you. You and Joe. So, okay. Hi, Lewis Hughes. Okay. I imagine this is the man who wrote in 2 questions last week, man. You guys cut him off.
Joe cut. I'm open to all questions, but Joe's the one that cuts them off.
Yeah. So anyway, he wrote in last week, and you guys cut him off because Joe, does that shit. Anyway, seriously, with comp season underway in Australia, can you please explain the rules on stage 10 and some crazy dark, and some have glitter, etc. What are the ins and outs? Thanks, guys. Stay massive.
I mean, I haven't competed myself, but from what I know, is that different divisions will have different colour tans.
Yeah.
So especially if you're doing, I know we do stock Dream Tan as our #1 tan. Number one, I'll say, is that some federations don't actually allow stuff like Dream Tan.
Yeah.
So like your IFBB, which Joe
they cut it out
recently cut it out, so they have like your other products, Pro Tan, that kind of stuff. So number one is some federations actually ban different types of tan. Do you actually know why?
I don't know why, man. I think I don't know myself. I think it'd be just something to do with like sponsorships and things like that. But My guess would be is just check with whatever federation you're actually competing in and see what tans they approve. And the trick is, I always find, you know, I'm with Steve, I've never competed before, but I've helped plenty of people out with their tan, is the trick is to always go that little bit darker, because once you get up on stage, it's always gonna wash out.
I mean, the lights are that bright. The worst thing, I'd rather be over tan than you see guys that get up there in white compared to everyone else.
Exactly. Less is more. More is less in this situation.
In the dream tan department, there's 2 dream tans. There's your gold brown or your red bronze. Your gold brown is generally for like your men's physique competitors and your physique competitors, whereas more your bodybuilding will go for the bit darker tan, like your red bronze. So I
prefer the red bronze colour too. And don't get that tan on your clothes, man. That shit will never ever come out.
Well, your brother, I got a photo with him at in his t-shirt. In his t-shirt, I got a picture with Dexter Jackson on stage at the Arnold Adelaide. What's it called? Arnold whatever.
Classic.
Yeah, whatever it was. Got a photo of Dexter Jackson, got tan all over his pretty shirt.
The kid was not happy.
He's not happy.
He was ready to string you up after that.
He was.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Brandon D. Hey guys, I'm a massive fan all the way from Glasgow in sunny Scotland. I can guarantee you it's not sunny there, man. God. I'm 6'2" and 80 kilos at the age of 16. Man, you're a big kid. Wondering what you guys would suggest as a basic stack. Currently looking for an intra workout to be specific. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
I mean, like we always say, we're a big fan of MTS machine fuel. I mean, it has your full 6 grams of BCAAs, so your 3 grams of leucine, 1.5 grams of isoleucine and valine, so your 2:1 ratio. Got your agnatine, got your taurine in there. I mean, what's it say?
He's looking for a stack, man. So what I'd
like, if you're looking for a stack, I mean, your most important thing, I think personally, is your protein. If you're looking at putting on a bit of weight, then you'd be looking for a mass gainer like your Pro Complex Gainer, ON Pro Complex Gainer, the MTS Epic Gains once it comes out, products like that. Intra workout, I'd go your MTS machine fuel. You're only 16, isn't he?
Yeah, so, 16. So I wouldn't stress about supplements too much.
I wouldn't be worried too much. I mean, if you want something basic, you go your creatine. Take your creatine post workout with your Pro Complex Gainer, and then have your MTS machine fuel intra workout. Definitely at 16, I wouldn't be having a pre workout.
No, you don't need to worry about it, man.
But for most people, even no matter what their age is, people that come into the gym, come into a store who are looking for like a new product or a new stack and have never used subs before, I will tell them, look, don't worry about a pre-workout to begin with. I mean, it's the last thing you really need, because I mean, they're not going to really, I think in the whole scheme of things, apart from obviously give you increased energy and train harder, but they're not going to help you put on weight or help you put on size. They're just going to give you that effect of wanting to train harder. So.
I just keep it simple, man. Creatine, protein powder, intra-workout, that's it.
But then go check out also, I mean, while you're spending money on subs, is make sure your diet's in check as well.
Big time.
So go check out the free nutritional plan on our website as well. That's where, you'll get a good rundown. I mean, you're probably still in school, so it's not going to be easy as something like when me and Swole Bear here are sitting at our desk all day, have time to eat. But try and make the most of your diet while you can. Yeah,
exactly, man. And just get the food in if you're looking at putting on some size. You know, your metabolism's going that fast.
Yeah, especially
just be eating and eating and
especially being
eating.
6'2", you're a big boy, man. And at 80 kilos, you're definitely not overweight. So
yeah. Daniel Bellamy asked Neve. Okay, do you guys think incorporating explosive reps in your warm-up from time to time will help your CNS better recruit fast-twitch muscle fibers for those heavy sets, or is it a bunch of bullshit bro science? Loving the vids, especially Weekly Word. Watch the whole damn video. Well, mate, you're going to love this even more because we got rid of Joe, and the Swole Bear's in here, mate. You know, so this is just win-win for you.
But Joe, the problem is though, Joe, I remember last time I did Weekly Word on my own. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I got a lot of hate for that because everyone wanted Joe back.
Mate, please.
Anyway,
do we even want him back here?
We don't want it.
Nah.
You should see how quiet the office is.
Oh, it's fantastic. Fast twitch in a warm up. Fast reps.
Lately have been, and you have also been doing a bit of reading, but haven't really been following it. But Mountain Dog Training by John Meadows is a lot about explosiveness and recruiting more muscle fibers. In your first exercise.
This is in the warm up, though.
In the warm up, I wouldn't be in the warm up.
No. In your workout.
But in the warm up, I wouldn't because. You want to warm up. I personally think you just want to warm up just gradually. you got to get your warm up and get your blood through your muscles and your joints warmed up and stuff before you start throwing explosive reps in straight away.
Let's put it this way, man. You wouldn't go out, if you're going to go do some intervals, you wouldn't go out and do a 100% sprint without warming up properly, would you?
No, you do.
And that's the thing. If you do it, you're going to tear your shit up. You're going to snap something. So make sure you're warmed up first before you do the explosive things, man. And then you can incorporate them in your workouts.
Lately, I'll do some explosive work in my first exercise.
When you're fresh, yeah.
Like, for example, Monday night I did legs. So I started off with lying hamstring curls just to get some blood through into my hamstrings. And if you're following if you're following Mountain Dog training. Why do I keep going Mountain Dog diet?
Well, he does a Mountain Dog diet.
If you're following Mountain Dog training, he's all about sort of getting the blood, just pretty much just a bit of blood going in your first exercise. So he starts off with like legs as a lying hamstring curl. So with that, I did like three real slow controlled reps, like no glutes, just make sure the whole stress is through the hamstring. So completely isolate the hamstring. Don't bring any glutes in. Don't bring your bum off. Then you do 3 reps of explosiveness. So just 3, just bang, bang, bang. Then you get 3 real controlled and then 3 explosive. So I mean, stuff like that I've been doing. And then like later on in the chest workout, I'll do like real slow negative, then pause and explosive off the chest. Stuff like that I'll do in like a first exercise or second exercise, but I definitely,
not in the warm-up.
Not in the warm-up.
Warm up properly first, then do your explosive stuff in the first or second exercise you're going to do. Okay, Dibzana7. My question is dealing with maltodextrin if it is a complex carb but is considered to be higher glycemic index. What is the point of adding it to a weight gainer shake? Isn't this like having a protein shake with lots of sugar?
No. Maltodextrin is your complex carb. I think you're thinking of something more like dextrose.
Dextrose, yeah.
Dextrose is your sugar. So your
maltodextrin is actually low in sugar.
Yeah. Whereas dextrose is sugar. It's 50 grams of dextrose is 50 grams of sugar.
Dextrose is D-glucose, which is sugar.
Yeah. So I think you've just got your names mixed up there, or just slightly mixed up. But it's not like having sugar. That's what you want through the day. Is through the day, or is when you want your maltodextrin. I mean, if you're having like a shake pre-workout, you want your maltodextrin an hour and a half pre-workout if you're having it in a shake.
Yeah.
Which is, it's very sort of similar GI and stuff to your carbohydrates you'd buy anyway. But yeah, your dextrose is what is your sugars, which is post-workout, which is your insulin spikes. That's when you want your dextrose post-workout, then you have your maltodextrin throughout the day.
Or just eat your carbs, man, which is what I prefer to do, Carbs taste delicious. Yeah. Okay, first page done, man. We were on a roll.
No, Joe does this.
Oh, mate. Remember, Joe's out the door. All right. Lockie McGee. Hey guys, is the ON creatine monohydrate, dimetized creatine monohydrate good quality? I've noticed they're very cheap. They are very cheap, which appeals to me, but I'm not sure whether investing in it possibly more expensive, high quality supplement which will be beneficial. If they aren't good quality, which creatine supplements are the best value for money?
There's a few things. So the reason that creatine monohydrate, like the ON creatine, dimethyl creatine, is cheap, is because creatine monohydrate as a raw material is cheap. Yeah. I prefer your ON. I actually use ON creatine myself. Yeah. So you and Joe and the rest of the boys use Creation HCl Pure pretty much.
I've gone back to mono now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I swap back and forward.
So what are you using at the moment?
I'm using ON, man.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, they're both Pure creatine monohydrate, which is the highest quality creatine you're going to get in the world. Yeah. So they are really good quality creatines. And like Steve said, ON creatine monohydrate, mate, 1.2 kilos for $50 Australian dollars. That's really good value for money, man. And there's like 228 serves in there.
Yeah, so it's going to last you, especially when the serving size is like, I have 10 grams a day.
Me too.
So I'll have like either 5 grams pre, 5 gram post, or I have 5 grams pre, 10 grams post, whatever. If I was going to go on, I'd go with that if you're looking for a monohydrate.
Just because it's cheap, man, doesn't mean it's a shit quality. It's not a quality product. It's actually a really good quality product. It's just that creatine monohydrate's cheap.
And like your creatine hydrochloride, which Joe is a big fan of, your creatine HCl Pure, is an expensive raw material, which is why the price is so high. So
Dev Begani. Hey guys, love the article on how you should train, as I've made some strength gains following the suggested training frequency. When it comes to combining muscle groups as per the article, like in push, pull, leg split, how many sets would you recommend per muscle group, considering you've obviously do more for the weaker muscle groups and you're training everything twice a week?
So I do push, pull, leg, rest, push, pull, leg.
Yeah.
So for the push, you start with your big compound movements and work down to your what's it, not compound?
Your isolation movements.
Isolation movements, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So let's just take like a push day, for example. You start with your chest. So you hit your flat bench, your incline dumbbell, that kind of stuff. Then I typically go to like a, maybe like a shoulder raise or a shoulder. This is how I personally do it. So I'll hit compound movements, my chest compound movements like chest for bench press. Do that, then I'll do like an isolation for a shoulder movement. So I'll do my side raises, my front raises, my rear delts, that kind of stuff. Then I'll finish off with either, if I've done like chest, I'll do like a heavy tricep or an isolation tricep. Then on the Thursday, I'll swap it up and I'll go heavy shoulders. So I'll prioritize shoulders over chest.
Yeah.
So I'll do heavy shoulder press first, like heavy barbell shoulder press first or second. Then I'll do my isolation chest movements. So I'll do my pec flies, do my that kind of stuff, cable flies, those kind of movements, and then do triceps after that. So I mean, I'm still hitting like your chest and your shoulders. So pretty much what I do is I do chest and shoulders, and then on the Thursday I'll swap it around and do shoulders and chest, and then finish with triceps on both.
Yeah. I just think the thing is, man, just to make sure you're getting the right balance, and it's hard to say like personally from set to set, you know, like which exercise you need for each one. So it's a personal thing. I try it out, and you know, you do say a lot of sets for one, and try and find that balance to where you're not, like for example, if I was doing something like that, I'd be doing say 4 or 5 exercises for the main, and then just a couple of almost like a system movements. Yeah. After that, because you know you're not going to be able to, for example, if you use like your chest and shoulder routine, then you're not going to be able to do a heavy shoulder press after doing chest. It's not going to happen. So. You try and find that balance, and like Steve said, then swap it around, but just make sure you're getting the balance with every muscle group, so you're getting gains everywhere, not just. And
then on your leg day, obviously, then I'll prioritize quads one day, and then prioritize hamstrings later on in the week. So I mean, stuff like that. I mean, you want to keep swapping it up and make sure that your muscle groups are getting.
Just write your split out, man, and make sure, and just write down your split on a bit of paper and make sure it's all balanced and you've got it all everything covered, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Poncho Gonzalez, what are your 3 favourite test boosters, Nevos? 3, not 1, 3. He wants 3 of your favourites.
3? Do I even sell 3? M-chest, I mean, I'm a big fan. I used to be a massive fan of Tribulus. Lately, it's like D-aspartic acid. Number 1 because of the results, but also because of the research and the backing. So, I mean, that's personally what I do, is I look for something that is actually research and scientifically backed. Which is, so MTS Barracuda is probably number 1 for me. Number 2, this being said, I've always liked Super Test, which is a Tribulus base, but also because it's got your anti-aromatase product in there as well. But number 3 would be Alpha
ATP,
So I've been, I mean, I've been using that for, it was before the Arnold, it was probably a month before the Arnold, Simon from ATP sent me the stuff, sent me the range. So I mean, I've used it for sort of 8 weeks.
And you're happy with the results? I haven't used it yet, man.
Yeah, and I've been like, as you said, you only found out on Monday I got them.
Yeah, cheeky.
But yeah, so I've been using them, and I've been a big fan of them. So I'd say Barracuda and ATP Alpha Mars are my two favourite test boosters at the moment.
And Super Test as a distant third.
As a distant third.
Yeah, coming around the last bend when everyone else is celebrating.
Super Test is a bit.
It's a bit dated now,
So
okay. Hi, fellas. You hitting up a WA Perth store in the future?
Well, we planned on doing it this year, but we're focusing on SA at the moment, and then I'm guessing next year, all things going right, we'll try and get to Perth or Victoria, but probably Perth at this stage next year.
I think Perth's the front runner at the moment, but good things come to those who wait, my friends, so you're going to have to wait.
I mean, things change on the weekly, Andy.
Yeah, no shit. We could be going to Papua New Guinea soon.
Dublin,
we can go. Are you from Ireland?
That's the pickup line that I used on the pushcat the other day.
Oh yeah, it worked well too.
Are you from Ireland? Because when I see you, my
penis is Dublin.
I said it a lot smoother than that.
Yeah, it was really smooth. How
much does a polar bear weigh?
Enough to break the ice.
Me and JB watched Hall Pass together.
Yeah, we watch it all the time. Hey fellas, because I'm 17 and on a Macca's budget. Mate, Macca's is expensive. What the hell's a Macca's budget mean? Anyway.
Well, you get your dollar fries.
Mate, if you ever go to McDonald's, how much do you spend?
I have to eat a lot.
Yeah, my record is like 28, 30 bucks.
Yeah.
And that's, you know. So anyway.
I don't eat it that often, but we went to Hungry. Where's he from?
I don't know.
Have they got Hungry Jacks in America?
It's like Burger King.
Burger King. Whatever you Burger King or Hungry Jacks, wherever you're from. Yeah, I mean, we ate that. The last time I ate that was when we opened Gawler, which was a year ago last Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's been a whole year.
Yeah. The shit's overrated anyway.
A year since I've actually eaten it, and before that it was ages. But I mean, I hadn't been there in long, and it took me that long to try and work out what I wanted. Number one, because there were that many different variations. Yeah. But number two, like, it cost me about $20 or $25 to get, like, once you get your burger, your cheese, like, because when we do it, we do it right.
You know that at Macca's you can actually make your own burger now?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Joe and I did it the other day. It was like a $40 burger. It was going to be delicious though. We didn't buy it, but we just wanted to see how much it cost. Alright, I'm really interested in trying to cut down some weight and gain some size, but can't afford buying breast chicken 5 days of the week in large amounts. Is tuna a good substitute?
I don't think canned tuna. Me personally, I don't rate canned tuna.
Me neither.
When I was a landscaper, I used to eat canned chicken.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And now that it smells like
So does canned tuna.
Yeah, it's not good.
Stinks.
It's not good.
Anyway, if you're on a budget, I'd say yes, it's a good substitute.
But I think there's other things. If you can't afford top grade premium chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you can still get your protein from, like your turkey mince.
Yeah.
Like your beef mince.
Go around to what's on special, man.
I mean, yeah, I'm guessing wherever you're from. You're from Adelaide,
yeah.
Right? Wherever you're from, go to Woolworths, go to Coles, and you can get like your real lean, like 500 gram packet worth of like your beef mince, of your turkey mince.
Yeah.
I know there's a place.
You can shop on special too, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you're close by. I mean, I know you're young, but get your mum to take you to a discount butcher.
Yeah.
You can get that many cheap specials, and there's a lot of the time better quality than your stuff at Coles, and you can get them real cheap.
I always try and avoid like canned food as much as possible.
I wouldn't eat canned. Anything's as the old saying is, when you're shopping as a bodybuilder, is stick around the outsides.
Yeah, outside of the supermarket. Don't go into the middle of it. It's fucking bad for you.
Like, you go through the fruit and vegetable department, you go to the seafood department, you go to your meat, you go to your frozen, whatever you want.
You get the bare minimum from the aisles.
Yeah, but you stick to the outsides.
Yeah. All right, next question. Hi guys, when cutting, I do list cardio. I try to keep my heart rate between 110 and 130 beats per minute. I'm 31 years old. What range of your heart rate do you recommend for lists? Thanks and greetings from Germany, Chris.
I'll be honest. Hello, Chris, in Germany. To be honest, I have never ever
done your heart rate.
Done my heart rate.
Yeah. Well, look, I have doing lists, and I'd say where your heart rate is at the moment, man, it's pretty good. You know, you're 31, I'm 30. Don't tell anyone I said that.
Oh,
30.
JB is the oldest person at MassiveJoes.
Mate, I'm a veteran. I've got grey hairs and shit everywhere because you guys stress me out too much. I'd say if you're staying between 110 and 130, that's pretty good, man. I always like to incorporate some hills when I'm doing low intensity cardio, and that'll get it up to around 140. But I'd say between 110 to 130 is a pretty good range to keep your heart rate up while you're doing low intensity steady state cardio, man. And keep it there. If you're doing it for half an hour, 45 minutes, you'll probably burn through doing that, man, like 400 or 500 calories in half an hour or so. So I reckon you're doing a good job, man. So keep that up.
I mean, one thing that I sort of do is on the app, you can get a lot of apps like MapMyFitness and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's pretty cool as well, is to work out sort of your heart rate and your time per kilometre and stuff like that. So you know if you're doing your 6 kilometres per hour or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I know on the treadmill when I'm doing 6 kilometres per hour, I mean, that's like a pretty good concentration.
You're nearly running at 6K an hour, mate.
Especially with my little legs. They're moving a million miles an hour.
They're made for power, not for speed.
Yeah. But that's the that's another whole pass quote. Yeah, but that's Well, I pretty much. I mean, that's the thing is, I know if I'm working hard when I'm doing my cardio or not because I'm breathing and sweating my ass off.
Well, you walk out the door, you're sweating, mate.
Yeah. So I wouldn't worry too much about tracking your heart rate and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just make sure you're working hard. You know if you're not working.
Yeah. No, I'd say keep it there, man. You're doing a good job. All right, hey guys, hope all is well and you're both looking swoller than ever. Joe's looking swoller because it's me in the video right now, okay?
Joey's sitting there solid 110 at the moment.
Oh mate, I'm trying to cut down, it's just not working for
Joey's at 150 pound Joe.
150 pounds Joe weighed in at the other day. It's like Manny Pacquiao in the fight the other week, man. All right, my question in regards to what are your thoughts on what the body can achieve without drugs? Have you changed your view about this topic as you've trained over the years? And do the fact that you've been able to train with some of the top natural bodybuilders, you've gotten a lot of trolling about their statuses. What would love a response. Thanks and stay massive. Neve&SwoleMovement, Team Swole Bear. Look at that. Look at that shit. Make it noted right there. Team Swole Bear. Mate, Neve&SwoleMovement is coming.
Frankie
like
Gong,
a freight train.
Frankie Gong, you just got a new best friend over there.
Oh, mate.
In terms of, I guess...
So what can your body achieve without drugs?
I mean, I guess you and myself have been lucky enough to train with... I don't know if Adelaide is the natural state, but what has happened is that we have had the pleasure of training with a lot of Australia and the world champions who are actually good mates with us and good mates with MassiveJoes, and we've had the chance to train like Sal Hassan, Ben Wortley, myself like Matt Brinoli, who have all won like WNBF, Asia Pacific titles, INBA, world titles, that kind of stuff. So I mean, I guess from our point of view is that because we've been surrounded by that, I guess we know what the body can achieve. Whereas if you, I mean, your body is capable of a lot. I mean, a lot of these guys that you'll see will chuck up. I mean, if someone puts up a photo and they're more muscular than the average guy, of course the first people jump on there is drugs, steroids,
they can't achieve.
Blah blah. But if you actually sit down and especially Joe, all these kind of guys, I mean, we'll put Joe in there as well, who plays what.
Second at nationals last year, man.
Yeah, in a tested federation as a natural athlete. In a non-tested federation as a natural athlete. So I mean, Joey is up there in top natural athletes in the world as well. So I mean, but the difference is that when you see these guys is their work ethic. Yeah,
that's the biggest thing, man.
I mean, like guys,
you train with like Benny or Sal, man. Those guys. They go to the limit and past it like constantly throughout a workout. And most guys would look at that and just go, man, I can't do anymore. It's almost like the pain sensors that are just switched off, you know, and they just keep going and going and going and going. So,
and I know myself, I've been even a factor of this over the years, is as soon as you get to that pain threshold, you're like, fuck, and you drop the weight, or you're like, nah, and drop it. Whereas those guys will keep pushing out. They'll push out another 5, 8, 10 reps. Joe's the same. I mean, you train with Joe. Joe's doing leg press. You get out your 12 reps, and Joe will somehow pop out another 8 reps.
Yeah, hate it when he does that. Bastard.
But guy, like, I mean, you look at you and me are the same with our diets and very similar. But like these guys do not miss meals. They don't have excuses of why they didn't. Oh, I didn't train because they're tired, or I had a busy day. Joe will go train at 11 o'clock at night after working from 5 till 10 that day.
That's the thing it comes down to, man. Too with this is obviously when you're natural and you don't use drugs, you've got to be able to put in that extra work ethic to get the results. You know, so you've got to be stricter with your diet. You've got to train harder. And what's your body capable of? Your body's capable of whatever you want to try and do to it, man. If you want to push it to the absolute limit, it'll go there. Has anyone ever reached the limit as a natural bodybuilder? I'd say Doug Miller. That's a perfect example, man. Of someone who actually has pushed it to the limit and has arms like almost like an IFBB pro as a natural bodybuilder. So that's what your body's capable of, man. A lot of people think, I can only get so far without drugs. Have you really pushed it to the limit? That's what you've got to ask yourself, basically.
And a lot of these guys as well, we say are the first to throw drugs. I mean, you sit there and you say, well, how many sessions did you miss this week? Did you put in 100% in every session?
Could you do more?
How many meals did you miss? How many times did you go eat that? Those extra Quest bars and like me, you eat
First bars have you eaten today?
None today, which is good.
Yeah.
But I ate 5 yesterday or something. So, but I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I can't sit here and say, why am I not lean when I go and eat 5 Quest bars?
So ask yourself what you're putting into it.
Yeah. And did you miss any meals? Did you get enough sleep? Did you do your cardio you were meant to? Did you do all this stuff? I mean, most people say, oh yeah, I could have done a bit more.
I could have slept in a little bit longer or something like that. So I hope that answers your question, man.
It was a long answer, but I think it should answer it.
Yeah. All right. J Yerk 95. Hey guys, coming to you from Jersey. Neve, do you think you'll ever cash in your natty card? That's a good question after the last one, man. How's Joe do it?
No, I don't know.
Did he actually scrunch it up?
Mate, I've never been natty.
There you go, Joe.
I've never been natty.
You took creatine when you were 12, didn't you?
I had Musashi growling dog.
Oh, everyone had that. In the little container that was like this big.
The funniest thing ever was back when I was about 18, I took Tribulus, and it was a.
You walk around with like a kid like this, just the whole time, bumping into walls and shit.
But I thought it was steroids.
Oh.
And I actually put it in a different. I went to the soup.
Did Pauline catch you?
Pauline, no, she didn't, because she's like, dude, you take a lot of multivitamins. I'm like, I went to now. My mum watches Weekly WORD, so she's going to know what I'm talking about here. As I went to Coles and I went to the local health food store and bought you like your Tribulus 20,000 or whatever the product was called. I can't remember. But I also went to the supermarket and bought some Swiss multivitamins.
Threw the multivitamins.
Threw the multis out and poured them into the Swiss because I thought I was taking illegal drugs.
So, question: do you think you'll ever cash it in?
One day.
One day. Yeah. Well, man, you're going to get to that age one day where your testosterone level's that low that the little Neve's going to be sitting there like this. So you're going to need to.
I'm going to need some hormone replacement therapy.
Exactly. Yeah. Get on the HRT. But that's when you're older, man. You got like 2 years left. All right, Jordan Brown. Hey guys, if you had to choose one, would you take intra-workout supplements such as machine fuel or a carb supplement such as carbolin during training? I know using both would be ideal, but I don't have room in my supplement budget for them both. Appreciate the advice.
If you're going to take one out, definitely machine fuel.
Yeah, definitely.
You can, as the Swole Bear said earlier, you can get your carbs. You can get your carbs in throughout the day. If you're getting enough carbs in, you're getting your carbs in your pre-workout meal. You're getting your carbs post-workout. Yeah. You're still going to get that carbohydrates. I mean, it's not going to affect. If your meals are on point, it's not going to affect your training too much. No. I think that your BCAAs are much more important to prevent muscle catabolism, but also stuff like machine fuel. Recovery as well. Yeah, with the recovery, with your augmentin and taurine. I think like that is a lot more beneficial than taking a carbohydrate product intra-workout. Big time.
And the thing is, man, your BCAAs are synthesized. Unless you're going to eat like some chicken, you're not going to get your amino acids during training. And like Steve said, you're not going to get that recovery. So.
Yeah, so out of those two, definitely machine fuel.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, here's a curveball at you. You can also take a product such as Gentech P2P.
Has both.
Which has carbs and per scoop it's only got
20 grams of carbs, I think.
19 grams of carbs, and it's only got like 3.2 grams of BCAAs or 3 grams of BCAAs and essential aminos. So if you take two scoops, you're going to be getting 40 grams of carbs. You're going to be getting like your 5 or 6 grams of BCAAs there anyway, as well as your vitamin C, your glutamine, your creatine. So it's a pretty cool Power to Perform product, which is actually made for bodybuilders.
Yeah. By
last
question.
Nick Jones, 5 times Mr. Australia.
Oh mate, Nick Jones. Barney Ong. Our mate Barney.
Barney posted on me and Barney are going to go see John Cena.
Holy shit.
In Melbourne together, I think. Me and Barney.
Like Barney, what a legend. Neve&Osh, thank you for your concern. I'm alive and well. My question is, when I do walking lunges or static lunges, or any sort of single-legged lunge movement, I feel wobbly and unstable the whole time. Is this because I have flat feet, or do I have a weakness, imbalance in my legs? How was that?
Better.
Yeah, there we go.
Personally, Barney, I'm exactly the same. Yeah. I personally... I'd say it would be due to your stabilizer muscles more than anything, depending on your footwear as well. I know you're training your J's, which are pretty flat.
They're pretty flat, yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't say it'd be. Definitely wouldn't be your feet. I'd say maybe just an imbalance of something or other. But I mean, I'm perfectly the same. I mean, a lot of guys will laugh at this. I know you give me shit about it because you and Joe go to your car park walking lunges because you're the cool guys.
We're the cool guys who take all the gym equipment outside.
Take the gym equipment out to the car park.
Car.
And you do your lunges and in the rain and the hot, and you take
Joe just does that for videos and shit.
You take your shirts off and stuff. But I'm the kid. I'm the loser in the Smith machine doing static lunges in the Smith machine. So I'm a big fan of the Smith machine when it's used correctly.
Yeah.
This is off topic again. We do that a bit, but
yeah, this is a a long episode because we're just talking that much shit. But anyway,
I'm a big fan of the Smith machine when you're doing it for if you're doing it right for stuff like your shoulder press, like I even did a rows with it the other day, like almost a completely parallel to the ground, probably about 20 degree. Another John Meadows, he actually prescribes this in his program. But yeah, explosive rows using the Smith machine. So yeah, I personally like using the Smith machine because number one, it doesn't hurt my knees at all because I have constant control of where my knees and feet and everything are going at all times. So I'm making sure that I'm actually targeting my quads and targeting my hammies and my glutes or wherever I want to put more stress at that point in time. And yeah, it takes out having to worry about the stabilizer, and I can focus entirely on my glutes or quads or whatever. Generally quads for me, I generally do them on a quad day. But yeah, if I'm out in the car park doing walking lunges, I'm spending more time bending forward, side to side, like coming forward too far on one, not far enough on the other, not deep enough, hitting my knee on the road, like that kind of shit. Yeah, and it's the same as in the gym.
I think the thing is with that, Barney, and I'm going to give you a Swole tip now from the Swole Bear, is actually if you widen your feet out a little bit when you're doing your lunges, so most people when they do lunges, they step into the middle, so into the midline of your body. If you keep your feet in line with obviously where your hip joint is, so you're stepping actually wider than normal, you'll find you've got a little bit more balance. So what you're doing is almost just widening the base of your body, really. So you're improving your body's center of gravity. So try having your feet a little bit wider when you do your single leg stuff. And like I said, try and line them up with your hip or the width of your shoulders, and give that a go and see how that goes. Because like I said, most people, they usually step into the midline of their body, and that's why they're almost like balancing on a tightrope rather than actually walking.
That's probably one thing I do is when I'm trying to put my feet like one foot in front of the other. So when I'm doing it, my feet are almost... Yeah, you're taking your body out of that natural plane pretty much, that natural motion, which is where it should be coming straight forward like this. Yeah, you're coming too close together.
In. Yeah, exactly. So that's it. So just quickly before we move on and we finish up this video, for you guys, we would like you to critique our video and let us know how we went. Because like I said, the Neve and Swole show is starting, and it started our debut was today.
Well, the thing is, people have heard you in the voiceover, and they've seen you train the voiceover. But this is the first time you've actually sat in front of the camera.
Mate, this is my debut.
This is the debut.
Neve popped my cherry today.
Oh. About time I popped someone's cherry. Except for my own.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if it's going to go. If Joe, it depends if Joe
will probably cut it. He'll just go, no, you guys are shit. We're going to do it Saturday night when he gets back.
Yeah, you probably won't even see it. We'll probably have to sit there in Adelaide Expo and shoot weekly word at Adelaide Expo.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, let us know what you think. All right, where are we coming to from, Swole?
MassiveJoes.com.